Hello, welcome back to my lab. I'm Cosmo Dad, and today I am finally going to be testing Schwarzkopf Blonde Me. This is a newer lightener to the market. People are going nuts over it. Everybody loves it. And so I want to compare it to the lightener I use most often, Lightmaster 8. And I want to see who reigns supreme. But first, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you for all the comments and the new subscribers. If you're new to this channel and you like what you see, consider supporting me by subscribing. That's all you have to do is hit that button. Lightmaster is a on the scalp, off the scalp lightener intended to lift up to 8 levels in one sitting. Schwarzkopf Blonde Me is a on the scalp, off the scalp lightener intended to lift up to 9 levels in one sitting. Lightmaster has a maximum processing time of 50 minutes, where the Blonde Me has a maximum processing time of 45 minutes. Both call for similar mixing ratios, and we'll discuss mixing ratios in an upcoming video. And they both ask you not to use heat, and we're going to discuss why that is also in the very next video. But when I examine the ingredients, you can see that they're really similar. The persulfates are essentially the activators that allow the peroxide to lighten your hair. Yes, lightener will lighten your hair on its own, even if you mix it with water, but it's really the action happening in the peroxide that's doing the job. But if I were to guess, if you were to say which one of these probably lifts better, I would look at the Lightmaster and see that its first ingredient, meaning the thing it has the most of, is a lightening agent, where the first ingredient on the Blonde Me is sodium silicate. It's kind of like the powder base. And the second is the potassium persulfate. And so I would guess that this has a lower ratio, therefore lifts less. But that's not how they're labeled. And really the only way to tell is to mix them up and put them head to head. So I'm going to grab a couple virgin hair swatches of similar density, mix these two lighteners up to the same ratio, and put them to the test. Right away, I can see that the Blonde Me is definitely more pigmented as a powder, and it is far more fragrant. It just smells perfumey. It does seem to be a little bit of a calmer sort of dust, whereas the Lightmaster 8 can be a little on the dusty side. They're both not bad though. I'm mixing them both up with each of their own brands 20 volume at a ratio of 1 to 2. And you can also see how much thicker and more oil-based the developer for the Schwarzkopf is. Now they talk about being an oil-based developer. There is still hydrogen peroxide in it. It's still hydrogen peroxide, which can only be water. But their emulsion has a bigger ratio of mineral oil, more than I've seen in any other product. So it comes out very thick and creamy and very frosting-like. We just want to make sure that we get it mixed thoroughly. And once again, consistency-wise, that Blonde Me feels a lot thicker. There they are mixed up. It's time to get to foiling. Definitely a very thick consistency, but I don't feel like I have any problems with saturation. You can see when I flip that over that it seems really well saturated, and this is just more of a precaution. Now the Lightmaster, it's thickened up a little bit, but definitely feels a little bit more watery, which I feel like gives you that sensation that you've saturated. But let's take a look. Honestly, I feel like the Lightmaster 8 has saturated better on the first go around. And just sort of a slippage comparison, actually. I feel like the Schwarzkopf is a little more sticky because it has that thicker consistency. It actually feels less likely to slip. So now I'm just going to wait the maximum processing time for the Schwarzkopf, and we'll rinse them both at the same time to kind of get a fair look at it. I'll see you in just a minute. Quick recap before we show the results, and boy, do we have some results. Typically, I temper my expectations, and I pretty much expect absolutely no difference between the products. So often that's the case. One company comes out with one product they claim is super amazing, and it's really just a repackaging of the same old thing. So I took a 9-level lift lightener, the Schwarzkopf Blonde Me, and an 8-level lightener, Lightmaster 8, and I applied them for the maximum processing time of this one, 45 minutes, both at a ratio of 2:1 with 20 volume. This was my starting swatch. You could describe it maybe kind of generously as like a dark brown, maybe like sort of a generic level 4. And let's check out our results. This is the Joico, this is the Matrix. Can you see the difference? Let's get another view. I think we have a very clear winner in the Joico. Definitely a level more lift than the Matrix. The hair for the Matrix one feels fine. Very similar to the feeling of the hair before we even started. The feel of the Schwarzkopf, to me, actually feels better than the Virgin swatch. The hair feels just so good. And in 40 minutes, honestly, I probably got closer to 4, maybe 5 levels of lift. But we know that if somebody wanted to be platinum blonde, you're going to have to go through multiple processes. But to me, wow, like what a difference. That's a really shocking result to me. And I'm excited to see it. So there you have it. Lightmaster 8 against Schwarzkopf Blonde Me. The clear winner is the Schwarzkopf. I'm surprised. Were you? I'll see you next time. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. If you like what you saw and you want to see some more, go ahead and check out some of my other videos. Feel free to share with any of your nerdy friends. Click the subscribe button. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. Let me know what else you want to hear about. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll see you next time.